And we're live, I think. Welcome back, everybody, to the Sugoi Boyz podcast, as I remember to mute myself again in my own headset. Doesn't look like anybody's in just yet. But you might be busy. You might notice that we're missing one individual. Art of Anime is going to be tardy tonight due to work reasons. So he will be here soon.
Don't worry, guys. He'll be on.
This episode... Also, a warning. I have to be done with this prior to 10 p.m. So this episode might end abruptly. Hello, Sweet Pea. In fact, J-Chip might be in the middle of a sentence, and I'm going to hit stop. Hey, Deadpan. I can't hear you. Put your headphones on. Oh, nice of you to make it, Deadpan, dude. So joining me is J-Chip from the J-Chip Show. Thank you for coming.
Yep.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I'm always here, so yeah.
Hey, I mean, maybe we got somebody new.
Maybe.
First of all, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good. Very standard Thanksgiving. I just ate food and hung out with family. That's about it.
Nice. Are you a turkey guy?
I like my turkey to have dark meat, but I like white meat as well.
You heard it here, folks. J-Chip prefers the dark meat.
I also like...
had the night off. Nice. What was that?
I also like Cajun turkey.
I have not had Cajun turkey. I've heard... You're not the first person to tell me that I need to try that.
Yeah. Cajun food is good.
I'm a big cranberry sauce fan. I am also like one of the few, when we go to Thanksgiving, the part of my family that hosts, like, not a lot of them like it. So it's kind of just like me and like my sister, and I think my dad might like it, and that's like it. So like they have like cans of it. So like I pound it down. I love cranberry sauce, and then I love like the next day, if you have turkey left over, you make sandwiches and you put the cranberry sauce on the sandwich. It's delicious.
I don't do that.
You should. You should.
What I do is you take the turkey and you put it on a tortilla wrap. Shredded cheese and stuffing. Sometimes you can put mashed potatoes. It's up to you. And then you nuke it in the microwave and make a tortilla, like a taco out of it.
Oh,
or a burrito.
That's interesting.
And especially if it's Cajun, it will like season it.
Nice. So tonight's episode, J-Chip had provided the topic once again, and I think it's a good one. And it's actually something I touched upon on the end of my last video, which is forever ago now, because unfortunately I've only been able to put out one video a week because I'm a scrub. But the last one that I did was the day before Thanksgiving, and I was kind of just thanking a bunch of people, rapid fire style. And what we kind of wanted to talk about was what we were thankful for as content creators and anime fans and in general. But I'm skipping our normal intro. I've been watching. It's kind of, you know why? It's because I've been watching the same shit. So in terms of
I started something new yesterday.
All right, so let me get this out of the way because I'm still watching Clanad, although I'm almost done. I still have to power through Bento, and then I read Frankenfran, which I did the video on. I just got my copy of the other manga I got recommended this month. Today, I'll get through that before Friday, and then I'll have to get through Bento before Friday too. But I have 4 episodes remaining in Clanad, and then I'll make a video about that. So that's been that, and Ruby is still airing. Volume 6 is being awesome right now. They just reintroduced a villain from a previous season that it was up in the air on if they were alive or dead, and I'll leave it at that. But it was really, really cool, and I kind of like that sort of thing. I really like this character, so I was hoping that they would bring her back. Now they know it's a girl. But Ruby is really awesome. And it's
Yeah.
continuing to be awesome. But what have you been watching, J-Chip?
Minus Gravitation. It's kind of slow, so I'm kind of bored with it. But I got to power through so I can get the review out. I started Golden Kamuy. I started 2 episodes of that. I'm liking it so far. It's kind of funny. It's kind of interesting.
Is that the one with
The
the little
CGI
girl?
bears could have, yeah,
Little girl and the
yeah.
CGI bear.
The CGI bears could have been better, but it's interesting. And
Yeah.
I'm watching it dubbed. It has Monica Rial in it, and I'm okay with that because I think this is the best she's ever been with a little girl.
Okay.
I think it's because Ian Sinclair is the other main character, and I like him as a voice actor, and I just like hearing his voice. So maybe it's just I'm watching it for Ian Sinclair and just not paying attention to Monica Rial. But yeah.
There was some show that I
It's
watched
kind of
recently that I thought Monica Rial would be great for the voice, but I figured it would piss you off. And I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was a character in Clannad that I had seen, or oh no, it was this is what it was. It was while reading Frank and Fran.
Oh.
I think Monica Rial would be a great Fran. And he is triggered, ladies and gentlemen. He is pissed, furious. But I think she'd be able to do it. Because Fran is like quirky and weird, yet like, I don't know, seemingly kind little girl, but she's maniacal. But yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Oh no. I think we lost J-Chip from the J-Chip show. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot hear and or see. However, I mean, I could see the J-Chip from the J-Chip show, but his screen is frozen on my end. While he hopefully recovers that, chat, how was your Thanksgiving? I want to know. Did you guys have a good time? Did you eat a lot of food? Did you have to work? Because I have friends that did retail, and I know that shit sucks this weekend. I'm curious. How did you guys' Thanksgiving go? Please let me know. Also, favorite Thanksgiving food? I need to know. Is there any other cranberry sauce fans besides me? I need to know. I know there's debate over ham versus turkey. That shouldn't be a debate. You should always eat turkey. It is a gobble gobble day. All right. Yeah, let me know. Hopefully we get J-Chip back. Oh, I think he's restarting. Deadpan rolled out of bed, threw on a Slayer t-shirt. I thought it was just gonna be threw on Slayer. Threw on a Slayer t-shirt, told my father, "Hail Satan" over the table, and worked the night shift at my gas station. Holy shit. We might have talked about this in a Discord, but I worked at a gas station for like 7 years. Or 6 years. Until actually very recently, like about almost a year ago. So I sort of know the feels. I used to close on Christmas Eve. It was the only time of the year we closed. It's a 24-hour store. And so nobody ever signed up to work Christmas Eve, and I really didn't care. So like I always did it. Did a couple hours, ended up locking up the store. It was a good time because it was the only time of the year where I could like close the doors, and the shithead customers that would come in, I could just say no to, like to whatever the fuck they wanted, because we were closing. Fuck you guys, go home. So I didn't work Thanksgiving, but did open 7 a.m. the following day. Fun times. That's rough, dude. I've never worked like Black Friday or anything. I've never had a job that like I worked at a gas station before, and then I've also done like property management kind of jobs. So I never had to work like retail on like Black Friday or any of that. So I've been lucky. Light Lelouch almost excuse me. Light Lelouch almost punched a deer. almost got punched, and punched a coworker. I guess it could have been worse. Is that the order of the events that happened, Light? I'm dying to know.
Here.
And J-Chip is back. J-Chip, I asked chat how their Thanksgiving was, and I'm getting various good stories right now. Lots of work. Apparently, Light punched a deer. That happened.
Awesome.
I also asked what their favorite Thanksgiving food was. Yeah. Oh, no. Are you there, Justin?
No.
Oh, no. I cannot hear you. Once again. The damn internets. Turkey is OP. Sweet potatoes are my weakness. Oh, I can't hear you.
Teen and Golden Kamuy were the main dude punches a bear in the face.
I can't hear you. You sound very robotic. You sound like the ghost of Christmas Past from the future from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, if anyone knows what that is. Also, why is my camera so fucked up? I don't like that. It hasn't been behaving lately. Turkey is OP. Sweet potatoes are my weakness. I'm not a sweet potato guy. You got to go with turkey, though. Slayer. They let me play music. Where's your job? Okay. They play music on the speakers so I can listen to whatever I want. That's pretty cool. They used to, back in the day when I first started working at the gas station, they let us have headphones. Like, you could have, like, one. But they, like, got rid of that kind of quick for whatever reason. Closed Thanksgiving night and open the next morning. That sucks, dude. At least you get money, right? If retail, it's not too bad. Love my coworkers, but generally it was crazy Black Friday. I feel like I often wonder how I believe you that it's crazy, but it must be somewhat alleviated by Amazon and so forth, like in Cyber Monday and all that shit. But I do not doubt that it still sucks. J-Chip always having problems. Yeah, it's not so much him. It's the internet in his wonderful land of the Midwest that he is taking part of living in. I believe he's trying to come back. I could see his logo trying to load in. I had plans to try deer for the first time and went to a bridge when they regularly go to. After I failed to kill one, I basically went to a party. Some guy had an issue with me, and I won. Very good. I'm proud of you, Light. You won that duel. I've had venison before, but only in like jerky, and it was very, very good. I would like to try venison in other ways. I think you misunderstood. My shift goes from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., so I'm there all night. Hey, J-Chip is back.
Can I be heard?
I can hear you much better than prior.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
So Light punched a guy, and he wanted to have deer. I talked about how I've had venison before, and it's pretty good. And then we got a lot of people that work retail, and I felt bad for them. And I worked in a gas station for 6 years, so I kind of knew how. But I did ask them about Black Friday. Oh, go ahead.
My first job was retail.
Nice. Did you ever have to do Black Friday or any of that?
No. My first job was at a gas station.
Oh, same here. Everybody who likes anime works at gas stations. That's a thing. It didn't pick up until 8:30, and it was nutty until after I left. No doubt that it probably died down by 5 or so, though.
Also, in case you want to know what this is a bleach zanpakuto.
Yeah, make sure you got to show that off before your internet explodes again. He went to a yard sale, guys, and he got his zanpakuto.
Yeah, this is Rose's zanpakuto, Kishara. So yeah, I'm now a musical composer. I just need his mask because I love his mask design. It's like the medieval doctor's masks.
Oh, like a plague doctor?
Yeah, because he's visored, so he's kind of a hollow, but kind of not.
Art of Anime is he's going to be here soon. He was working today and he's going to be a little late. Yeah. However, you're going to get a small dose of Art of Anime today because I have to be out of here like 10 the very latest. I have to pick somebody up from their job. So your weekly dose of Art of Anime on my channel might be pretty short, sadly. But this can't be one of those ones that we keep talking about bullshit till 10:30. Killer Sushi, hey. That kind of brings me back to what we were talking about. So what we're watching and so forth. Yeah. So you're watching Golden Kamui.
Yep. I'm liking it quite a bit.
I know there's a lot of big fans of the manga. So I knew that before it was even before it came out, and then like, it kind of seemed to me like a show that they might fuck up. Once I saw the CG.
During the research, the first anime, which is 12 episodes, adapts 50 chapters. So take that as you will. And the second season is currently airing.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah, the CGI could be better. The animation itself is fine. I just think that like if they wanted to make a realistic looking bear, they could have drawn that. I feel like they could have done that.
They can't. There's no drawing of bears.
That's what they were trying to do. Besides the CGI, it's still a cool show.
Oh, Deadpan will like this because me and him were just talking about it in Discord. On my ride to Thanksgiving, where we go pretty far to family that hosts, I was able to finally finish book 3 of Vinland Saga, and I already have plans to order book 4 soon. Vinland Saga is really good. Two things I want J-Chip and chat to know is that I'm in love with Vinland Saga, and you should read Vinland Saga. And there's going to be an anime next year, and people should watch that. And then I also love Ruby, and Volume 6 of Ruby is airing, and people should watch Ruby and catch up because it's really cool. Except Season 1's the worst season, so be careful. It's one of those Hunter x Hunter situations where people are like, it doesn't get good until episode 30.
Hey, Hunter x Hunter gets good at episode 3.
Ruby is good in the beginning, except its animation was really shitty because it was like a very experimental thing, and then they slowly got better software to actually make the show.
I mean, I understand. It's a fan project, right?
Pretty much. I mean, it's Rooster Teeth. It's Monty, the now deceased, the late Monty Ohm.
And I watched Red vs. Blue all the time, so I'm probably gonna like their work.
Yeah, Ruby, it's really, really cool. But I'll read Vinland Saga whenever it finishes. I don't know if Vinland Saga is going to finish for a while.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, Ruby is anime.
Yes, I have an anime review of it, so it has to count. It's just an American one.
Same thing with Avatar. That's an anime as well.
I also have a review of that. Everyone should watch those.
And Legend of Korra.
Watch my review. Don't watch the show. Oh, the other thing that I did this week, just a brief. This is going to be a preview. I'm going to do a video on this. Ruby is actually a big project. Yeah, I'm just saying, like early on, it was, and now it's like I also. Deadpan has a good point in that. Hey, Axel. Ruby the anime by Honky Tonks. I dislike how now they're no longer on YouTube, the episodes. Like, you now have to... I mean, you could watch the episodes for free, but you'll be a week behind. Yeah. So, I mean, I just pirated the shit out of it anyway, to be honest. There goes the monetization on this shit.
I'm trying to be that good boy that just supports everything. So, at my Walmart, they have volumes 1 through 5 on Blu-ray. I might pick it up because it's cheap.
I watched volumes 1 through 5 on YouTube, then bought them, and then watched them again with my dad. I showed it to my dad, and then we watched it because he watched it on a Blu-ray player. But this week, this week something did happen. Well, something finished happening. I got many things in the mail to put into this purple deck box. I
also have a purple deck box.
I don't want to spoil it. I have a completed Yu-Gi-Oh deck, main deck, and extra deck here. And I'll do a deck profile at some point because I plan on trying to play the game IRL again. I've been playing online, and I have built a deck, and I'll make a video about that soon. This is not going to become a Yu-Gi-Oh channel per se.
This card makes my deck hard.
Cyber Dragon Infinity?
Yes.
Yes. But this isn't the Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. This is the thankful one. So I'm thankful for Yu-Gi-Oh. I did make a whole video about how it was my first love. Did I end up punching my dad again? Is that to me or is that to Light? I'm assuming that's to Light because I don't think I have a story of me punching my dad. So basically, I touched upon it in the end of my video. First of all, thank you to everybody here and everybody that's my subs and anybody on Patreon, including J-Chip, the J-Chip Show. If you are interested in joining my Patreon, I take anime and manga requests for my patrons. I also have a Discord for my patrons. That's a really small, tight-knit community right now. But yeah, it just basically gives you easier access to communicating with me because I'm not always the easiest person to communicate with. And you can, and I'll watch the shit that you want me to watch, maybe, if it's accessible. But yeah, so honestly, thank you to all my patrons and any viewers, people that come to this chat and stuff like that. Because I mean, I would like to say that I'd make the videos anyway, but after making a whole bunch of videos that would get one view, I would definitely lose the will to do it. So the fact that people actually a very minute group of people give a fuck, it's awesome. And then if I've ever talked with you in Bob's Discord or Art's Discord or any of them, just thanks for being my friend. Thanks for talking to me because I'll be honest, IRL, I don't have that many people near me that watch anime. So it's kind of cool to have people online and shit to talk about Japanese cartoons about. Yeah, I'm thankful to that. Killer Sushi, thank you so much for the art for my channel. And it's so awesome to have a banner and an avatar now. I'm every time I see it pull it up on my phone, it makes me really, really happy, honestly. It's just so cool to have that. And I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for Killer Sushi. And I wouldn't have this podcast if it wasn't for the last one. Before I start, just blowing everybody. Let me blow two more people. Art of Anime and J-Chip from the J-Chip Show. Art's not even here to hear it yet. But
he'll go back and watch this.
Yeah, that's fine. This was just a pipe dream. Like having a podcast like this. This spawned from I used to watch Podtaku. If anybody knows what that was Glass Reflection and Giguk and Holden Reviews and a whole bunch of people. And it was just I loved them. I watched through all of their stuff multiple times. And I was just so jealous because I didn't have people in my life to talk about anime and shit like that. And as I almost said became a bigger YouTuber. I'm not a big YouTuber. But as I started making videos, it gained some attraction. I found some friends via Discord and stuff like that, and went to do J-Chip, and I thought that had this idea of hey, we talk about anime. Why don't we record it? And he was like, yeah, man. J-Chip is always super willing to create content. This guy would make a video about anything. And it's cool to have that. I could be like, hey, let's talk about fucking this shitty show. All right, sure. But yeah, so thank you, J-Chip, and thank you, Art. I did not know before doing this. I was introduced to him through J-Chip, and he creates awesome content. Both of them really do. yeah, I can't speak highly enough of these guys. Light and Bob and all the Gabe and all the guests that have been on here. Thanks. I'm so proud of what we've like done. Like it's so cool. And it's awesome. But I'll stop. J Chip, what are you thankful for? I'm thankful to Japan too.
Yeah. I'm just thankful to get to where I'm at now. Like, I've been doing YouTube for a very long time. I've been doing YouTube for about 5 years, but I've never done YouTube seriously. Like it's always been a hobby, but I've never like been on a consistent schedule. I would just make videos randomly. And even when I tried to do episode reviews of Dragon Ball Super, I just get lazy and just not do anything with that. So yeah, that was a interesting time period. Then I met Art 2 years ago, actually. I met him through another friend of mine named Heather, and we all kind of just like hung out. We all talked about anime, and we did similar things like this, except it wasn't a live podcast every weekly. It was just like an interview type style, because I like to interview people. You know, I like to pick people's brains and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. My patrons. The fact that you're getting paid for something that you worked on is extremely motivating. Even if it's just $1, you know, that $1, you know, means a lot to me. And I'm not doing this for money per se at all, but that $1 just shows that my work is doing something for someone, and it's paying off, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't see myself as a celebrity. I just see myself as a guy. And guy, if I was working at a bar, I guess the patron thing is just a tip jar, I guess.
Yeah,
that's just basically what it is.
Yeah, I want to emphasize that too. That, and I know, I mean, nobody's probably going to take it to heart. Like, I get it if you can't, or you just choose not to donate to like my Patreon or whatever. It's super fine. Like, it is so much an extra thing, because like I have a full-time job. My job kind of blows, to be honest with you, but it's not something that I want to do forever. But I don't necessarily. My camera's still pissing me off, by the way. I don't necessarily want to do this. Like, I've never aimed to have this be a career. I don't really edit. I don't have high quality content. I kind of just use this as a medium for me expressing how I feel about it, and a way to talk to people. And just like Light, I'm super thankful for Bob's Discord as well. That's awesome people in there. Manga OSU, man, you should watch Pataku. I recommend it. If you've never seen some Pataku episodes, regardless of your thoughts on Giguk or Glass Reflection or any of those guys, watch some of it, because they're very entertaining, and a lot of them are back when like School Days was like a relevant thing, and one of them, spoiler alert, one of them in the podcast likes School Days. So it made a very
I like School Days.
There you go. Look at that. Yeah, it's such an extra thing for me. I almost get more like entertain, like I was happier to see like 9 viewers in the chat, like people that like, because when we used to do this where there would be 1, it'd be me, Art, and like Kyosushi, and who may or may not have been obligated to go, but it was it's so cool to see all you guys here, I mean, yeah. So don't feel bad at all. Like, and honestly, I don't donate to Art and J Chip's stuff.
Yeah.
J Chip is super cool dude that does it to mine. It's
and like, sure, yeah, you can go to my Patreon and request an anime for some money, but you can just tell me whatever anime to watch, and I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Like, I'll check out whatever you want me to watch, unless it's like
That,
hentai porn.
that's the lie of our Patreons is you could just recommend anime, and I'm probably gonna watch it.
I mean, maybe the Patreons will get more benefit, like it'll be out sooner because they're paying for it, but that doesn't mean I'm like ignoring you.
Yeah. And know that I am a procrastinator. So if Nia-chan ever watches this, I still have to power through Bento, and I have to read the manga that you wanted me to read all this week.
And,
but I will do it.
I already got the anime I got to review for December.
Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, I sort of already know one. Because it's a sequel to what I'm watching right now.
Mine is White Album.
Oh, okay.
Not the cool Beatles album, but the anime.
Wow.
Though I am a fan of
Beatles
so
reference
cool.
in an anime podcast.
I mean, hey, I listen to the Beatles every once in a while. See, it's not just anime music, you fucking pieces of shit. I listen to real music.
I only listen to anime music. I'm a weeb. That's
yeah,
not
but you
true,
can't name you can't name the ending theme to Inuyasha.
I can't. I'm not a real fan, apparently. I have a hoodie that is the cloak of the fire rat, but I'm not a real fan.
That's another thing. That's another thing I'm thankful for is the Jeopardies, because it's cool to talk about a topic, but it's also cool to just kind of hang out and just have fun.
Yeah, it is. I like the lack of elitism in this group.
Yeah.
It brings me great joy when someone brings up My Hero Academia when Light's around. But there's a lack of toxicity, which is great, as I'm probably jinxing myself right now. But it's just like, I'm really thankful that this has all happened. I have something that we've done, and we've only missed 1 week.
Yeah.
Out of we've been doing this for 23 weeks.
Yeah,
and there was only 1 week we couldn't do it.
We've still been consistent. We still come up with topics. Sometimes we're late on it, but they always happen. Sometimes we'll even ask people like, "What topic do you want us to talk about?"
Yes. Oh, always.
We only did that once.
Everybody here, if you have a topic idea, let any of us know. Ever. Yeah. It could be a fucking Wednesday, and you were like, "Hey, I wish somebody would talk about this."
Yeah.
Comment on one of these videos or something, or mention me, or say it to me on Twitter, something.
Or DM us on if you're in one of the Discords we're in. Just let us know.
Because to be honest, a lot of these topics get made up when I'm shopping for groceries on Sunday morning. There you go. Now you know. Now you know where I am on Sunday mornings. Oh my God, the internet's following me.
I mean, hey, a lot of the times we just join a voice chat, and sometimes the topic will just generate from my asthma's rage. That's an anime thing. That can happen.
Oh, Light is thankful for hentai artists. Teach me to draw.
I mean, hey, I mean,
Light, if you release some doujin, you gotta send us copies, please. It'd be great.
Speaking of Light, I am thankful to all the guests that we've had, including Bob Samurai, because I remember watching that guy when I was in high school, and to think that he's in a podcast and I'm talking to him and he donated this lovely webcam. It's kind of surreal. I was like, damn, that actually happened.
I only know J-Chip really because I am a patron of Bob.
Yeah.
And then I joined a chat and I was like, this dude is pretty normal. Not that the other people in there aren't normal.
Shit. I guess the cat's out of the bag. We gotta tell how we think about them.
And he was a guest on here, and I'm super thankful for that. Honestly, he's very inspirational to me making content. Him, I would say, Black Credit Guy, a divisive one, but inspirational to me just in terms of how the video is created is Digibro After Dark. I don't agree with most things that he says, but in terms of I'm a guy who sometimes just sits in front of my webcam in sweatpants and he has a whole side channel where he just sits in front of a webcam with sweatpants. I'm actually not wearing sweatpants right now. I'm wearing shorts because my house is insanely hot. Because my parents are old and decided to crank up the heat, but that's another story. J-Chip Show, or in my husband. I'm thankful for you guys for having me on 4 times. Never expected that. Oh, we love having you on, Light. Honestly.
Yeah, if you want
awesome.
If you want to come on, just like shout us out and we'll have you on. You're on,
sure.
on anytime.
You did win Jeopardy that one time.
The first Jeopardy. And he lost.
Yeah, and then he came in last. But yeah, yeah. So I don't necessarily agree 100% with like any. Obviously, nobody's going to agree 100%. I think with everybody, but I do take inspiration from some YouTubers, and obviously, like I know going in when I make my videos that the content isn't going to be as pretty, because honestly, this is a side thing for me. It's not my main gig. So
yeah,
so thank you to anybody. And then people that I've found out that have created content from doing this. That's been a cool thing. Like I said, I didn't know about Art before I knew Justin. And then I go to Art's channel, and he made a Nozoki Anna video. And I was like, somebody's talking about Nozoki Anna. That's the one I always mention. Out of all of his cool content, I mentioned Nozoki Anna. But
yeah, I mean, hey, there was a time when Art was below me. In terms of subscribers. So, yeah. I've known Art since the beginning of his YouTube career.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You're old, even though I'm older than you.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago, and it feels like yesterday.
Yeah, but, I did win Bob's Patreon. Oh, yeah, and Light did win. We do Jeopardy sometimes on Bob's Discord. What were you going to say?
You were talking about your YouTube inspirations. Mine are kind of different. They're not anime YouTubers, not all of them at least. But the one big one was James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd. I watched his videos back when I was in 6th grade. And I thought that was like the coolest thing ever, that a guy can just sit around and talk about a video game and like get popular from this. Nice. And I was just like, that can be me someday. Another dude that I was a really big fan of was Alpha Megason. Another guy I admire on YouTube. I just like the idea that he can just like chill around and just like go on topic and not use a script. Like, he's got the gift of gab, and I don't think I do like he does, but it's cool. It's a cool power to have. As for anime reviewers, I like Glass Reflection, Bob Samurai, of course. I watched Black Critic Guy. I may disagree with people, but I do admire the passion that Black Critic Guy has.
Yeah. He was one of the first ones that I watched ever do anime. He used to be Black Anime Guy. A long time ago. And then he stopped that channel and then just switched it to Black Critic Guy. I think he had separated like regular reviews and anime reviews into 2 channels, and then he combined them into one. Glass Reflection I didn't mention either, but he was one of the first ones that I watched too. Like, and I was a big fan of Podtaku. I'm such a Podtaku fan. I watched that whole like playlist that they have like 3 times. Like, I've seen every fucking episode of that just because the concept. And I used to like when I was finishing college, I had like a 45-minute ride every day or a couple of days of the week. So I used to like plug my phone in to my car and I would just like listen to like this anime podcast, and I thought it was such a cool thing. We got some
in terms of podcasts. Yeah. In terms of podcasts that I listen to regularly, back in the day, I was a big fan of the Drunken Peasants podcast. I thought they were funny. I watch a lot of wrestling podcasts nowadays because I think it's interesting to hear about a wrestler's life. That's another thing I'm thankful for is professional wrestling, because I've been watching it for all my life.
Thankful of things. This is just going to spiral into stuff that I'm thankful for cereal. I like milk. I'm thankful for milk for giving me vitamin D in my bones. I'm thankful or calcium in my bones. I'm not thankful to this. I am thankful for this webcam because it's the only one I've had, at least in a while. But I'm not thankful that it's not behaving.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
it's because I
thankful
should should just buy a tripod instead of balancing it on a copy of 5 centimeters per second manga, which it currently sits on.
I am thankful that I can solve a Rubik's Cube just fine.
What do you peel it off? Do you peel off all the
No.
green, peel off all the red?
No. No.
You can do a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, I can do a pretty good Rubik's Cube.
I'm impressed.
solving.
I cannot. So there you go. There's something you beat me in.
Yeah.
Just like Fruits Basket trivia.
I mean, hey, there's going to be a new Fruits Basket, so you'll have to come up with new questions.
I'm surprised you didn't suggest me to watch Fruits Basket.
I was more interested because Clannad's is one of Art's favorites, so you're going to be going down the favorites.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's basically us jerking everybody off.
Yeah.
That's what this was. I'm glad that the people that told me that they had an Thanksgiving or a shitty Thanksgiving told me how it was. If you did have to work, that shit sucks. I hope that you are able to use the money that you made on shit that you want, whatever it may be. It could be a body pillow. Who knows? It could be your bills. I like how that's how I order those in my head. It could be whatever. Oh, I'm thankful to Harry Lolly for giving me like 700 views on my channel. Or more than that. I forget what he was at. Let's see.
He's at like 2,000 something.
Yeah. 700 is a very low. I'm aiming that very low there. Where was it? Let's go by most popular. It's actually not. My most popular videos are back when I had a bunch of tech stuff. And by a bunch, I mean 2 videos. I'm thankful to Harry Lolly for giving me 2,342 of my views. And if you are a fan of Harry Lolly, he will be making a return when he is going to review Yamada's First Time or Bigata HK. Probably within December. I think that's going to be a Christmas gift for everyone. But I gotta talk to him and make sure that is going to happen.
Is Harry Lolly gonna dress up like Santa?
Harry Lolly dresses up like an elf. Harry Lolly is an elf. He can't handle the pressure of being Santa. Sometimes maybe he's Rudolph.
Maybe.
Salute to those Black Friday workers. Oh yeah, Axel. Oh yeah, I'm so offensive to the non-Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, sorry, we're stupid Americans.
Hey man,
but nothing really. Here's the basic rundown for those that don't know what Thanksgiving is. We get together.
I think they're gonna know. I think people know. We eat a lot of food,
and most of the time, people don't eat food at Thanksgiving. They just go straight to shopping.
Some people, but mostly it's about the food. A lot of people shop the next day.
Not most families I know.
We have it. You know what? That is an amazing part. You know, I'm thankful to Axel Steele for being our first international fan.
Yeah, he's our not from America fan.
Yeah, which is cool. Somebody from somewhere likes me or hates me. If he hates me, he sure likes coming back and hearing me talk about bullshit.
I mean, hey, if you're a masochist and you just love us, you know.
Thanksgiving is the holiday where families sit around a table and peacefully discuss politics. Oh wait, until it wasn't.
Not my family. We had kids that were just playing Fortnite during dinner.
Oh yeah, that's modern day America.
And you have me just sitting there reading Watamote.
As you should.
Yeah, because Watamote is... I'm thankful for Watamote.
Alrighty. I'm gonna sort of wrap this up here, just because I do have to go do something. But yeah, thanks again to everybody that came. Sorry we had to cut it a little soon. And should be sure to come back next week. Again, honestly, if you have an idea that you would like us to talk about, hopefully anime related, could be manga related, could be even games or something, just please, we're super open, honestly. Just maybe not have it be like, oh, doesn't this Yugi I was about to say Yugi tuber. Doesn't this YouTuber suck? And tell us why. Because we're probably not going to do that. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving and a great rest of your weekend. Thanks thanks to J Chip from the J Chip Show for coming. Stay on the lookout for, we gotta do some more Car no Kyokai videos eventually. Yep. Thank you everybody for tolerating us talking about bullshit and meandering and stuff. If you like this, check out some of the previous podcasts if you haven't heard them before. Again, check out Art and Justin's channels and Patreons and so forth.
Yeah.
And
Art can't be here, but I'm pretty sure he'll be saying the same thing.
He was here in spirit, and I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thankful to thank you everybody for coming, and I hope you guys have a great evening. See ya.